Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will talk about something I rarely hear discussed here on the internet, and that basically is how is Canada doing with their waste. A lot of the videos that are circulating around online is a very grim state of how the US is doing, or like happy positive videos of my own native country Sweden, how they only send 1% to landfill. But very rarely do we talk about how Canada is doing when it comes to their waste. Are they good? Are they bad? Do they waste a lot? Do they waste a little? I don't know. As I had no clue, I went out online to research to find out what the current state here in Canada is. So I have written down some notes, and it ain't pretty. In 2014, 706 kilos of waste per capita was the average over whole of Canada. However, in the province I'm living, Alberta, we wasted 997 kilos of waste per capita, which makes Alberta the most wasteful province in Canada. Alberta shape up. Nova Scotia, on the other hand, only produced 386 kilos per capita, which makes them the lowest waste, like the lowest waste producers. In a CBC article from September 30th, 2015, the total amount of trash that Canadian households tossed increased by almost 7% since 2004 to 6.6 million tons in 2012. The article then continues to explain that the reason behind this is convenience of disposal of single-use products. And then they also continue to talk about you might save time, but eventually it will cost you financially and environmentally. According to this website Zero Waste Canada, Canada ranks in the last place of 17 countries and get a D grade on the Waste Generation Report card. When I was doing my research, it turned out that it really varies from city to city, even within the provinces, which makes it really hard for families when they move within the country. Do you really think that a family that moves from Ottawa to like Saskatoon would really change their habits that much? I don't think so. So I think that's part of why Canada got such a low score, because they don't have like a good waste management system overall. Although the city of Edmonton, where I live, apparently has a very high-tech and great waste management system. But then my question is, even if Edmonton has the best waste management system in Canada, or at least one of the best, does it really matter if we as residents do not make the effort? In Simcoe, I think it's pronounced like that, in Ontario, if you want to include additional bags to your weekly pickup, you have to buy $3 garbage tags for each, and max 7 included tagged and plus 1 untagged for collection is allowed. Well, it might be good to ask residents to pay extra for additional bags. I'm just wondering, what message does that send to people? It says what's normal. I just want to really know and maybe have a discussion about this, like how much waste is actually normal for a family to throw out? How can 7-8 bags be acceptable? I was also then comparing how Canada is doing compared to other countries. Ireland and the US also got D, while Sweden, Japan, Belgium, Finland, Norway all got A's. Then I went on to do some further research because I was just curious why we are creating so much waste here in Canada. It's apparently due to single-use products. So I went to look at some of the single-use products that I think we all so easily accumulate, but there's also habits that we can change easily, like the plastic bag. So the plastic bag is a very acceptable way of Canada's shopping culture. And in Sweden, I don't know how many years now, but maybe 15 years we have been charged for plastic bags. And that doesn't say that people are not using plastic bags in Sweden, but it sort of reduced the amount. That also made the cashiers aware to actually ask if you want the bag. They don't just do like here in Canada where they like throw bags at you almost and double bag things in some really crappy bags. Sometimes when you go to supermarket here, it feels like an ongoing fight to go out there without having to deal with plastic bags. According to the David Suzuki Foundation, Canadians use between 9 to 15 billion plastics bags a year. The big problem with plastic bags is not only the bag itself, it's really, they're so light. You know, we all have been in those situations where the little wind catch the bag, it starts to fall away. You try to grab it, but you can't, and it's gone. Because of how easy it is for it to be catched in wind and in water, it travels very far. Apparently, Canadian supermarket grocery bags have been found as far as like the Falklands, Scotland. If you watch any videos online recently, you probably have not avoided to see all these horrible videos of like poor fish, turtles and other animals from our sea having bellies full of plastic bags, plastic stuck to their throats, being misshaped because of different plastic things, and not to talk about the pollution it creates for our environment, both for the animals, for us, and for everyone on this planet. This is a big problem. I'm not gonna go into so much in detail in this video, but I really wanted to raise the awareness that 9 to 15 million bags a year is not acceptable. Really guys, refuse that plastic bag at the grocery stop. Get one of these thingies, and also skip those produce bags. So get some nice little produce bags. Another big disposable thing is the coffee cup. It's a culture that, of course, we could quit to go to get our little Starbucks and so on. But if you do not feel inclined to quit your coffee habit, then get yourself one of these. I had mine for 2.5, 3 years now, and I'm super happy with it. In a CBC News article online, I found that in 2010, Canadians used 1.5 billion disposable coffee cups. That's not cool. I've seen a lot of people here in Canada, they own these, but they don't seem to use it when they go to Tim Hortons, Starbucks, Second Cup, David's Tea, etc. There's a lot of confusion around the coffee cups because some can be recycled and some cannot. Some plastic lids can and some cannot. So use your coffee cup if you go to those places, or if you do not want to buy it, get one of these and get your own teas or coffee, whatever you prefer. If you like this video, if you want to hear more about how to waste less, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more from me. I would love you so much if you did. And if you have any insight, any ideas how to waste less, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you.